Hey guys, Brad here. Today we're going to be taking a look at something a little different. This is a mask by MIRA. This is what the box looks like. In this kit, you get a mask and a water bottle. Now this mask is different than most masks that I've tried. This is more of your tactical SWAT type of a mask. This thing is super intense if you are in any kind of survival situation, but I put this through the test with a little bit of a construction angle to it. I wanted to see if this would work in a demolition style, tearing a house apart. I just wanted to see if this was going to hold up to dust and all that kind of stuff that I'm typically exposed to.
Okay, let's get to some demolition.
It's such a huge priority to be able to breathe well and clean. Drywall dust, or any dust for that matter, is just not good. You don't want foreign particles in your lungs, especially insulation. You know, there's fiberglass in that. So right now I'm ripping the drywall off our kitchen living room area, and wearing the MIRA mask is definitely helping out. We're pulling all the drywall down. We're pulling all the insulation down, and we're going to be redoing the entire roof lines. As you can see behind me, we've got a new roof on half the house, so the other half is going to be getting a similar roof style. So we're about to take that all off and hopefully get that done today. So happy to be able to breathe cleanly, because anytime you get drywall dust in your mouth, especially in the morning, you're coughing all day long. Before we get into the specs and all that, make sure you subscribe, hit that notify bell, and give me a thumbs up if you're liking the video. This again is a full-on military style mask. This is built for SWAT teams. This is built for military, survival. And it's comforting knowing that this shield is super strong. I mean, you can smack it with a hammer. It's not gonna break. So doing demolition, it's nice because, you know, I do get hit in the face sometimes with stuff. I know I'm not gonna hurt my eyes, at least.
Oh yeah!
How do you feel?
I feel like I can breathe clean.
Another great thing about this mask is the fact that you can talk with this mask on. It has a high quality diaphragm in it, so you're able to talk very easily. Now I've tested this talking to Tiffany and she can hear me just fine. So it's a really nice aspect of the mask, because I know when I'm wearing masks, a lot of the times people can't hear you. You got to kind of pull it forward so you can talk. And when you do that, you start to get all kinds of dust and particulates in there. Anytime I'm working with insulation and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to wear a mask, 1 second of breathing that junk in and I'm coughing for the rest of the day, maybe even 2 days, the insulation just lodges in your throat and it just does not want to leave. The same is for drywall. I find whenever I'm using drywall or I'm sanding or I'm doing any kind of demolition, it's unbelievable how much you actually inhale and not realize it until you go blow your nose or something. So wearing a mask is so important. And after wearing this, I didn't see a single gross booger in my nose. So the mask is really comfortable. You've got 5 straps. This will make it so you can fit it to any size head. It's sort of a one size fits all. The silicone around this is also really comfortable.
How's it fitting?
Fits well. Yeah, it's really good seal. It's the best seal that I've ever had for a mask.
The seal on this mask is absolutely amazing. It does stick really well. Some masks I've used in the past don't fit very well, and you just sort of get really bad lines and all that. You do have to adjust this obviously to make it fit nicely, but I found for my face this worked great. You know, drywall dust, I couldn't smell a single thing. I couldn't taste anything, which is very important when wearing a mask. If you have facial hair, even like what I have right now, might be a little bit too long for a mask like this. You want to be clean shaven just to ensure that you're getting a really nice tight fit. It did take a few minutes to get used to the fact that when you breathe out, the air comes out here, so it blows on your neck. And I thought I had a leak right here, but I didn't. It was just my air coming out of this. I would love it if this could actually turn away, maybe to the side. The blowing on the neck is a little bit weird at first, but you get used to it. I wonder if this can move. I'm just gonna take a look here. couple cool things about this mask that are totally different. Now they give you a water bottle, and it's not just any kind of water bottle. This actually connects to the mask so you can drink while you're wearing it. Some situations you might find yourself in, hopefully not, but if you do, there is a drinking port on the side. So I just have it unhooked right now, but typically this little cover is over top, and then it just hooks onto this metal hook on the side. So this straw or hose goes right into the mask. We've got a shut off valve here. That's on and that's off. Inside, you can see a little straw right here. So you can grab that with your tongue and kind of work it into your mouth and drink your water that way. You pop off the top, and then you pop the top off the water bottle, and there's a little diaphragm in here. I'll show you on the back side. That has a spring. That spring keeps it closed until you press the straw into it, and then water will start to flow. So you just press it in here like so, and then you have to hold it up like this to drink. Another cool thing is you only need one filter.
We got the P3R on, and we're gonna give it a go.
The filters are sold separately. We've got two filters here, and you can put them on the left side or the right side, whatever you're comfortable with. But you only need one filter, and you don't need to have different style of filters. That won't help you at all. You just want to have one filter on here. This is the P3R, which is essentially like a P100 filter. It just screws right on. This is going to protect you from dust, mold, asbestos, all that kind of dirty stuff, things that we're exposed to all the time in the workplace.
We definitely had some leaks in this roof.
Oh yeah.
And look at that. It's nasty.
This filter is more of your survival filter. It comes totally wrapped like this in vacuum sealed bag. So if you open this, you start to activate the filter. Now these filters have a shelf life of over 20 years. So make sure you keep them in the plastic if you're not going to need to use it. Once you open this up, the filter starts to sort of expire, if you will. The filters have these plastic covers on them as well. So I'll show you here. They just protect this. So if you do use it and you do want to throw it back on the shelf, you can. I can't guarantee that it's going to work, but if you didn't use it a lot, odds are it should be fine. The larger filter is more for vapor, as well as it's a P100. So you can use this if you're spraying paints, all that kind of stuff. I know lacquers really aren't around that much anymore, but if you're using something that is really smelly, stinky, this filter is the one to get over the P3R, especially mold, asbestos, all that kind of stuff. This will protect you from nuclear fallout, all that real scary stuff. This is the filter for it. So if you're a bit of a prepper, this is a great mask and filter to have for peace of mind. I like the fact that it's got one cartridge on the side. It's really light. If you want to put the filter on the right-hand side, you just unscrew this little plug and you flip it over to the other side, just like this. And remember, you only need one filter on this guy for it to work properly. MIRA says you don't need to have two filters on here. It's not going to help with your breathing. It's not going to help prolong the life of the filters. Now, another cool thing you can get with this filter are face shields. So let me show you some face shields. These are sold separately. You can get tinted ones or you can get clear. Now the way these work, it's just like any face shield. You peel them off and you stick it right on the mask. So they're clear. I'm not going to peel this off right now, but they're clear. So you just pull it back and it'll stick right on here. You kind of have to work the bubbles off. There's probably a better way to apply this, but I honestly couldn't tell that I had sort of all these little air bubbles. When you look at it like this, it looks like you won't be able to see through it very well, but you do. They're great if you are worried about scratching this at all or getting any kind of paint on it or anything that might sort of damage the screen. You just want to make sure that it's nice and clean before you put it on, so when you're looking out through the glass, it's totally clear and you don't have anything obstructing. You get 3 4-layer tear offs, so that's 12 covers in total per package. I've never had tinted filters before, so kind of excited to try these out. They've got a full-on tint, so if the sun's really bugging you and you're working outside, this would be great. Now, the one thing I gotta say is these are not compliant in the construction world in North America. So keep that in mind. However, if you're trying to decide between maybe a 3M mask, which is what I typically use for construction, or this, because they're both kind of pricey, maybe you're just a homeowner and you can get away with using a mask just for yourself, not on a workplace, this will work. Because it's our own place, we can use this mask. It's not a commercial construction site, so I don't need to worry about it. I'm the boss, it's my own home. My personal opinion is that this exceeds 3M in a lot of different aspects. Just the fact that you can hit this with a 2x4 or even a hammer and it's not gonna crack. Whereas a 3M mask, they're a lot more breakable. So they are a great mask, but personally, I feel this is a lot stronger and you have a couple good filter options to choose from. The seal on this is by far the best seal I've ever seen or used on a mask, and I've used a lot of different brands. I think this mask is great if you're a prepper, if you want to have just some peace of mind for your breathing, because I feel that masks are super important just to protect your lungs in all different aspects of life. So having this on hand is great. And if you're a homeowner, just someone who's doing some work on your own and you're not taking this to a workplace, this is great. Overall, I'm really impressed. It definitely gets sweaty in there, but all the masks do, and that's just because I was really working hard and pulling down drywall, so that's expected with any kind of mask. My main priority is not doing demolition. I'd like to do other things in my life, so I really want to protect my lungs. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I really like this mask. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notify bell, leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear from you if you've used this mask, what your opinions are, and yeah, it's always great to connect. Till next time, keep on crushing it, and we'll catch you later.